So today we look at advertisements and publicity materials. Advertisements and publicity materials. Advertisement and publicity materials. And write that advertisement is any form. Advertisement is any form of non-person communication. In the form of non-person communication involving presentation and promotion of ideas goods or services by identified sponsors using media to influence. Full stop. Sponsors are usually businesses. Wishing to promote their products or services. Advertising is communicated. Through various mass media. Including traditional media. Such as newspapers, magazines, TVs, radios, outdoor advertising, direct mail, and new media, such as search results, blogs, social media, websites, or text messages, or text messages, or text messages. First stop. The main characteristics of advertisements are one, paid form. Number two, tool for promotion. Number three, one-way communication. Number four, personal or non-personal. So that is what we call advertisements. We are saying it is in the form of non-personal. That means it is not really targeted to a particular individual, and it involves a presentation and a promotion of the ideas, goods, or services that identified sponsors are willing that they be taken to other persons out there. And sponsors are those persons or those businesses which are wishing to promote their products or services. Then we are saying that this advertisement can be done in very many mediums. We can use what we call the mass media. We can use the TVs, we can use the radio, we can use the newspapers, we can use the social media platform, we can use the bloggers, we can use the text messages, we can use WhatsApp. Any medium that can be used to communicate information from one person to the other with the objective of creating an influence is used in advertisement. Let's now look at forms of advertisements. Forms of advertisements. Number one, print advertising. So we are looking at the first one, print advertisement or advertising. And we write that the adverts are placed in print media. The adverts are placed in print media. The adverts are placed in print media, such as magazines or newspapers. Such as magazines or newspapers. Such as magazines or newspapers. Full stop. The consumer can keep the hard copy. The consumer can keep the hard copy for future reference. Consumer can keep the hard copy for future reference. So that's the first form, print advertising. And we are saying it is done by print media. And It is good because the customer can be able to keep the copy. Number two, it is what we call electronic advertising. Electronic advertising. Electronic advertising. And we write that this uses internet. This uses internet and other forms of digital media. This uses internet and other forms of digital media to help a business promote, and sell goods and services. Promote and sell goods and services. It includes emails. It includes emails, search engines, like Google search, search engines, social media, web banners, mobile advertising, etc. So that is using the electronic devices, the use of internet. We are talking of we use emails to communicate. Actually, in your emails, you normally see there is a segment that they call the promotions. If you check your emails, you find there are 3 segments. There is what they call the primary, there is what they call the promotion, there is what they call the social. So the promotion is where any person who would want to send to you an advert will send there. So the emails, the search engines, when you are searching something, issues to do with social media, when you are in YouTube, maybe you are watching a particular program, a particular song or a video, you see the adverts coming in, the banners are there. As you watch, you see a particular banner that is there on a particular site, the mobile advertising, and so on. Good. Number 3, naitwa social/networking advertising. Social/networking advertising. Social/networking advertising. And write that this focus on social networking services. These focus on social networking services. Social networking services. It enables the advertiser. To take advantage. Of the user's demographic information. And target their adverts appropriately. Popular social media sites include Facebook, Twitter and YouTube. Twitter and YouTube. Yeah, so that is how you can advertise using the social media platforms, the Twitters, the Facebooks, the YouTube. Actually, YouTube and Facebook, they have become a major game changer as far as advertisements are concerned. And the beauty with these ones, you can be able to get the demographic data of the target customer. Demographic data has to do with the details of the customer, such as the age of that person, the education level, their interest, their level of income, and so on. Yeah, so that is a very effective way. Now, from there, let's look at objectives of advertising. Objectives of advertising. Objectives of advertising. Number one is to inform. To inform. That is increase brand awareness. That is increase brand awareness. Increase brand awareness and exposure to the target market. Brand awareness and exposure to the target market. Number two, to persuade. To persuade. To persuade. That is, influence the customers to perform. Influence the customers to perform a particular activity. Influence the customers to perform a particular activity, such as buying. Such as buying. Such as buying. Number three, to remind. To remind. That is, reinforce the brand message. Reinforce the brand message. And to reassure the existing. And to reassure the existing and potential customers. And potential customers about the brand vision. About the brand vision. Another one is brand building. Brand building. Another one is increasing sales. Increasing sales. Another one is creating demand. Creating demand. Another one is creating engagement with the audience. Creating engagement with the audience. Another one is expanding customer base. Expanding customer base. Another one is changing customers' attitudes. Changing customers' attitudes. Yeah, so when you're doing an advert, those are the objectives that you seek to achieve. One is to inform the persons that I have this and this, you can get it here and there. That is creating what we call information or awareness. Number two is to make persuasion. Now, to persuade is to influence a person to take a decision. And more so here, we are interested in influencing the customer to make a decision of buying the item. The other thing is we want to remind the customer, and this is to reinforce. So this guy has been with us, he has been buying from us, but we want to keep on reminding them. We want to reinforce. Then we also want to keep on building our brand. We want to keep on increasing our sales. We want to create demand. We want to create an engagement with the customers. We also seek to increase our customer base. The number of customers who are buying from us, we would want to increase that number. And we'd also want to increase or to change the customers' perspectives, the attitudes, the way they look at our products, the way they look at us. We would want to change that. Okay. Importances of advertisements. Importances of advertisements. Importances of advertisements. Importances of advertisements. So number one, we are going to divide them into two. So number one, to the customers. To the customers, what are the importances? A, convenience. Convenience. B, awareness. Awareness. C, better quality. Better quality. Number two, to the business. The business. Now to the business, again, number one, there is awareness. We create awareness. Business becomes known. Number two, there is brand image. Brand image. Number three, there is product differentiation. Product differentiation. Another one is increased goodwill. Increased goodwill. Increased goodwill. Another one is value for money. Value for money. So those are the importances that you can be able to cite as far as advertisements are concerned. Now to the customer, they create convenience. You are able to be notified of what is available, at how much, when it's available, and where. So that conveniences you, as opposed to where you need something, you don't know where you can get it, at how much. So it can take a lot of anxiety and a lot of pain to locate it. The other thing is that it creates awareness. You become aware of what is available, again, where, and so on. And then, because of the advertisements, you are able to get better quality. Reason being, there are many guys who are advertising, and all this information, they come to you. Now you have a set of information from which now you can pick the one that you think is offering you quality. But if all these guys were quiet, most likely you don't really settle for one who you will come to know earliest. Now, for a business, there is what we call the awareness. The business is known, and closely related to that, the brand, the brand of that company is supported, is built, developed. There is product differentiation. The company is able to differentiate its product. And this is because they would want, as they go out to the market, they go with unique features. So when they do their advert, it is not just any other advert. There is the issue of goodwill. How many people are thinking well, are speaking good about us? That is something that we need to check, or is an advantage. There is value for money. When we advertise and the customers buy our goods, then we are also able to get the value for our money. So those are the importances. Now, closely related to that, let's look at advantages of advertisements. I've said closely because you can answer the question in 2 ways. One question, you can give the advantages and also give the importances. Yeah. So they are closely related to that. Actually, you see some of them being repeated. Advantages of advertisements. One, reduces cost per unit. Reduces cost per unit. Reduces cost per unit. Number two, helps in brand building. Helps in brand building. Number three, helps in launching new products. Helps in launching new products. Yeah. Number four, to boost up existing customers' confidence. Customers' confidence in the brand. In the brand. Number five is helps in reducing customer turnover. Helps in reducing customer turnover. Helps in reducing customer turnover. Number six is attracts new customers. Attracts new customers. Number seven, educates the customers. Educates the customers. So those are some of the advantages that we have of advertisement. Number one, we are saying it will help the cost to come down. How does cost come down? It is because we are going to sell very, very many products. And when you sell very many products, then the cost of production comes down. Another advantage, again, it helps us to do what we are calling brand building. So our company will be well known out there. It will become a household name. It helps us when we are launching new products. We advertise for it. We advertise when we are launching something. It boosts the confidence of the existing customers. We continue assuring them that we are in charge, we are in control, everything is moving on well. It also helps in reducing customer turnover. We retain the customers. When we boost their confidence, the customers remain with us. We don't have cases of customers running away. It also attracts new customers. We are able to get new customers, new persons coming to us. Then it also educates the customers. Those who are already actual customers and potential customers, they get to understand, they get to know more about our products and even ourselves. The next thing is called disadvantages of advertisements. Disadvantages. 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 One, it increases costs. It increases costs. Number two, it confuses the buyers at times. Confuses the buyers at times. Another one. It is difficult for small farms. It is difficult for small farms. Another one. Some adverts are misleading. Some adverts are misleading. Another one is that some adverts encourage sale of inferior products. Sale of inferior products. We were talking about disadvantages. Have we written any? Oh, we have written the last one, that it encourages sale of inferior products, because these guys will campaign, and they can convince you to buy something. It is of poor quality. The adverts are also misleading. You buy something thinking what it is, only to find it is not what you thought it is. They confuse the buyers because there are so many adverts, so many. Sasa unaachwa ukishangaa which is which. Like if you look at the sector yetu, the CPA colleges over the internet, there are so many people offering the same service. Wengine ni wakora, wengine ni genuine, so they contribute to confusion. From there, let's look at something else called advertisement copy. Advertisement copy. Advertisement copy. Right, that this refers to the main texts. This refers to the main texts used in the advertisement. The main texts used in the advertisement. First of all, it is a print. It is a print or radio or TV advertisement message or TV advertisement message that aims at developing and retaining an interest. Developing and retaining an interest of the target customers. And promoting the customer. To purchase promoting the customer to purchase the product within a couple of seconds. First one. Essentials of a good advertisement copy include one is credibility. Number two, attention catching. Number three, assurance of benefits. Number four, brief and clear. Number five, conforming the needs of the customers, conforming to the needs of the customers. So we are saying that an advertisement copy is that message that is included in the advert, and the objective is one, to develop the interest, then retain the interest, and convince the customer to buy the item within a couple of seconds. So they bombard with the message, and the objective is to quickly take up the product, to buy the item. And we are saying this kind of a message, this advertising copy, should number one be credible. It's a message that is acceptable. It's not raising eyebrows. Like what you were saying the other day, an advert that was saying toa nguo na kuja. You see now, you are kusema toa nguo na kuja, they may not be credible. Actually, ukifuatilia what they were saying down there, hakuna maneno baya, it was about a detergent. But just that statement makes it not to be acceptable. It looks like it's not good manners. It must also attract the attention, must catch, they must seize the attention of whoever is looking at it. There must be assurance of benefits. The advert should assure people that you are going to get this. When you buy this product, when you join Destiny, these are the benefits. There should be, the message should also be very brief and very clear. And then you conform to the needs of the customers. As in that message that you said, it should be speaking what the customer needs. So you should have, first of all, identified what are the needs of the customers, then you send the message. Good. To endelea down there and write, there are various types of advertisement copies as follows. There are various types of advertisement copies as follows. Various types of advertisement copies as follows. Number one, inaitwa human interest copy. Human interest copy. Human interest copy. Let me explain. This entices emotions. This entices emotions and senses. Emotions and senses of its prospective customers. Of its prospective customers. Using such things as humor, fear, predicament, story, etc. So that is what we are calling human interest copy. Now, this human interest copy, it is aimed at touching the emotions of the person. It is appealing to the senses of the customer. And you do it by using what? Humor. You can also create fear. You make people to fear non-compliance with what the advert is saying. The predicament, you show them what could be the problem. If they don't do this, you are likely to get this, and this. Or you give a story. You give a story of a particular person that is relating to that advert. Number two is called reason why. Reason why copy. Reason why copy. Right? This appeals to the intellect. This appeals to the intellect or judgment of the customer. It appeals to the intellect or judgment of the customer by providing reasons why. A customer is expected to buy the item. The customer is expected to buy the item. Customer is expected to buy the item. So that is what we are calling the reason why. We use intellect, we use judgment, and you try to explain to a customer. Especially when you're talking to people who are educated, they would want justifications, reasons, you convince them. Number three, inaitwa educational copy. Educational copy. Educational copy. And write that this aims to inform. This aims to inform, update, and promote or prompt. Aims to inform, update, and prompt the clients. Prompt the client to buy a product. To buy a product by educating them. To buy a product by educating them. Buy a product by educating them. Okay, number 4 inaitwa institutional copy. Institutional copy. Institutional copy. And write that this aims to promote the company, but not the product or services. This aims to promote the company, but not the product or services. Promote the company, but not the product or services. Number 5 is suggestive copy. Suggestive copy. Suggestive copy. And write that this conveys the message to the reader. This conveys the message to the reader. Directly or indirectly. Directly or indirectly. Directly or indirectly, and prompts them to buy the item. And prompts them to buy the item. And prompts them to buy the item. So that now gives you a suggestion. It is just suggesting and trying directly or indirectly that you can buy this. And the last one, to an expository copy. Expository copy. And write that this seeks to expose the facts. This seeks to expose the facts about the product. About the product in a very clear manner. It seeks to expose the facts about the product in a very clear manner. So this one now is giving you more information. It is telling you more about the product. It is exposing, it is breaking down the product for you to be in a position to understand it. Now, later on your own, you shall check this question of May 2018. May 2018, question 5C. May 2018, question 5C. So that is about advertisements. Let's now look at publicity materials. Publicity materials. Publicity materials. Publicity materials. Write that publicity refers to. Publicity refers to the public visibility. Public visibility. Public visibility or awareness for any product. Or awareness for any product, comma, service, comma, a person or a company. Or a company. It refers to the movement of information. It refers to the movement of information from its source. The movement of information from its source to the general public. Source to the general public via the media. General public via the media. First of all, the subjects of publicity include one, people of public interest. People of public interest. Number two, goods and services. Goods and services. Number three, organizations. Another one is works of art or entertainment. Works of art or entertainment. Works of art or entertainment. So that is the meaning of publicity, and we are saying it is just gaining what we call public visibility. You have become a public figure. Unaonekana in the media, in public places, and or the information has started circulating from one person to another person. So there is that aspect of publicity. And in most cases, the subjects of publicity or the items that you find contained in these messages would be people of public interest. Like quite often in our news, lazima utaona president has been captured and the opposition leaders. Those are guys of public what? Interest. We want to know where the president was, what is the opposition leader saying, what is so and so who are of public interest saying. And the moment you leave that office, the media does not bother to cover you much. You can see like what is happening with the former president. It is very rare that you now see him on the news. But before he moved out of the office, he was in the news each and every bulletin, every day, because a person of interest. It could be items or goods that are there of interest, organizations that are of interest, and works of art or entertainment. Those are what we call the subjects of publicity. Now from there, let's look at characteristics of publicity. Characteristics of publicity. Characteristics of publicity. One, non-paid form. Non-paid form. Non-paid form. Number two, driven by the media. Driven by the media. Driven by the media. Number three, no control. No control. Another one is focuses on a broader audience, a broader audience, broader audience. Another one is credible, credible. Another one is short-term focus, short-term focus, short-term focus. So we are saying when you are doing publicity or when there is publicity, one, it is not paid for. The president and these guys who are covering the news, they don't pay. It's not a paid advert. But the media, because these guys are of public interest, or this issue is of public what? Interest, they will go and cover. And that's why if you look at most of the things that are aired in the TVs, when someone has paid, utaona wameandika paid advert. Paid advert. So publicity is not paid for, and it's usually driven by the media. It's usually driven by the media. It's the media who decides who to cover, and even how to cover, and even what to say. That's what we are saying. At times there is no control. Actually, we have seen cases, depending on how the media wants you to look in the eyes of the public. Wanaamua watachukua just like a small sentence of your words, and it is taken out of context, or they try to modify kama hawataki onekane mbaya. Then it focuses on a broader what? Audience. The media, the TV, when it's being aired, is focused on a very broad audience, and the message is also credible. It is a message that is acceptable. The other thing is that the focus is what? Short term. When they are giving the information they are giving, it is not for long term. Ila maneno tunasikianga kwa news, most of them are not about long term. Yeah, short term. The next thing is materials used in publicity. Let's look at materials used in publicity. Materials used in publicity. One, materials at registration point. Materials at registration point, such as wristband, such as wristbands, tickets, access, etc. Another one is banners, brochures. Another one is pamphlets. Another one is stickers. Another one is business cards. Another one is programs. Another one are announcements. Another one is name tags. And signs. Name tags and signs. So these are materials that are used in doing publicity. And one of them is the materials we find at the registration point. Unapata they give us the wristbands, and they have some names or some colors, or the ticket, and on the ticket they have written something. The passes, the gate pass that are given, they are points of publicity. The banners, like the one in Akuanga hapa yetu, unajua yenye hapa nje. Yeah, even down there is a banner, and it's just communicating to anyone who will be interested. Brochures, like the ones we have here at our reception. Pamphlets. Now, the difference between a brochure and a pamphlet is that a brochure is more detailed. It is a bigger document. It has a lot of information, but a pamphlet is just like a simple thing. They are actually the ones that people prefer to call them as flyers. The common language is flyers. They are used. Stickers, napata mtu amestick kwa gari ama wherever. Business cards, people print their business cards. They go dishing out to other people. Issues of programs. When we have an event in the program, we print. We put some materials that we want the visitors, and they look at the program. They are also getting to know more about a particular item. Announcements, when announcements are being made, we talk about our advert, name tags or signs. Like now, you can see even in my office, you will find that it is written Director of Studies or the counseling or the secretary or the principal. Those are name tags and signs. So they're just trying to create what? Publicity and visibility of that item. Good. And there, let's now look at something called press release. Press release stroke news releases. Press release stroke news releases. The one you hear of the politicians call for a press release or media briefing. Say a press release is a written statement. A press release is a written statement that a business provides to the media. A written statement that a business provides to the media to share an important announcement. To share an important announcement or any other vital information with the public. Or any other vital information with the public. With the public. Some things which an organization might create a press release for. Some things which an organization might create a press release for include one, a new product launch. A new product launch. Number two, acquisition or merger of companies. Acquisition. Or merger companies. Number three, a business partnership. A business partnership. Four, an event promotion. Event promotion. Another one, survey or study results. Survey or study results. Another one is company celebrations such as anniversaries. Company celebrations such as anniversaries. Another one is promotion of a senior person. promotion of a senior person. Another one is honor of an employee. Another one is death of a key staff. Death of a key staff. So those are some of the things that a company would want to do a press release. They would want to release a statement to the media and clarify. We say they remove doubts. They bring out facts as they are. When you are launching a new product, if the company has been acquired or it has merged, you tell us. If you have formed a business partnership with so and so, the coalitions. If there is an event that you want to promote, if you have been doing a survey or a study like what we used to see juzi wakati wa uchaguzi, the opinion pollsters wakifanya their research, they come now and declare the results. Another one is when the company is having some celebrations, maybe they are celebrating a jubilee, they are celebrating an anniversary, a decade, or whatever it is they are celebrating. When they are promoting a senior person, again, that is, we release a press statement, the media is invited. When we want to honor an employee, someone who has done so well, we want to honor them. And if a senior employee passes, you will find that there is a statement that has been released in regard to that. So later on your own, you shall check May 2019, question 7A. May 2019, question 7A. Let's look at benefits of using press releases. Benefits of using press releases. Benefits of using press releases. One is they save on advertisement costs. They save on advertisement costs. Number two, they help establish media relations. They help establish media relations. Another one, they help to reach new audiences. They help to reach new audiences. Another one, they help in creating brand awareness and credibility. They help in creating brand awareness and credibility. Brand awareness and credibility. Brand awareness and credibility. So those are some of the advantages that you get when there is a press release. You are able to be known. You create new audiences or new customers. You create media relationships. And it helps you to save on cost. Because when you call the media, you don't pay them. They have just come to cover the event. As opposed to where unawapelekea advert. At that point, you have to pay them. Main contents of a press release. Main contents. We are told to make a press release. What are the main contents? Main contents of a press release. They are all W's. Number one is who. Who? Dash kidogo. The person the product is intended to help. The person the product is intended to help. Number 2, what? What? Hyphen, main message or topic. Main message or topic. Number 3, where? Where? Hyphen, physical location. Physical location. Number 4 is when. When? Important dates. Number 5 is why. Why? That is reasons. Reasons. So those are the contents of a press release. It must contain who. That's why when you hear politicians, they reading their statement, they say fellow Kenyans. Fellow Kenyans, you know this and this. That is a question of who. You know that the cost of living has gone up. That is the message. We are going to meet in Chimanji, or we are going to meet in Nyayo Stadium or in Jet House. Where? When? On Thursday, on Friday. And why? We want to pray for the nation, or we want to go and discuss this and this. So all those things should be captured. So if you are told to do a press release, ensure you capture the question of who, the question of what, the question of where, the question of when, and the question of why. Good. Higher tips for creating a press release. Tips for creating a press release. Ukiambiwa utengeneze press release. Tips for creating a press release. Tips for creating a press release. There are 5 items. One, make use of appealing visuals. Make use of appealing visuals. Make use of appealing visuals. Number 2, engage the audience. Engage the audience. Engage the audience. Number 3, create a sense of belonging. Create a sense of belonging. Create a sense of belonging. Another one is make your content shareable. Make your content shareable. Shareable. Make your content shareable. And another one is keep it brief. Keep it brief. So when you are told again to do a press release, ensure the visuals, the images you are using and whatever, they are very appealing, they are eye-catching, they are attracting the attention. And then ensure you keep on engaging the audience by asking them questions, by involving them in what you are saying. Create a sense of belonging. I have just said when guys say fellow Kenyans, so you are telling them that this information is yours. I'm also part of it. It is not my own. It is for us all. We are going to liberate you, or we want to liberate ourselves. Make the content to be shareable. Again, when you listen to the politicians, when they are making their statement, the media will finally tell them, can you share the statement? Can you share with the media? So you must do a statement that is what? Shareable. And then you must also make it brief. Don't call for an everlasting media briefing. People do not want to listen to very long stories. Again, later on your own, you can check September 2015, question 7B. September 2015. September 2015, question 7B. Something else that we need to discuss is called factors to consider when choosing a media. Or factors to consider when choosing the media to use for the press release. Factors to consider. Factors to consider. Factors to consider when choosing the media to use for the press release. The media to use for the press release. One, where the press release is expected to go or reach. Where the press release is expected to go or reach. Where the press release is expected to go or reach. Number two, expertise of the firm. Expertise of the firm. Expertise of the firm. Number three is continuity. Continuity. Number four is budget available. Budget available. Number five is capacity of the firm. Capacity of the firm. Another one is commitment of the firm. Commitment of the firm. Another one is testimonials and reviews. Testimonials and reviews. Testimonials and reviews. So when choosing which media to use, are you going to call Citizen? Are you going to call K24? Are you going to who are you going to call for the press release? So number one is you consider where do you want the message to reach? What or to which people? Number two, what is the expertise of the firm? How experienced are they? What is their capacity? What is the continuity? Do you want this message to continue? If you want the message to continue, most likely use the print media so that the customers can even keep the physical records. But kama ni kutumia tu gazeti ama kutumia TV ama radio, the moment the information is said, inaepuka. The other issue is the budget available. How much money are you willing to pay? In as much as we have said this one is not paid for, it can't be fully free. Can't be free. These guys, there is a way that you facilitate them somehow, somewhere. The commitment of the firm, how are they committed to the job? The testimonials, how many people have they facilitated? What are the customers they have handled saying? And so on. The next thing is, or the question that you check on that, the April 2022, question 1A. April 2022, question 1A. The next thing that we need to discuss is called curriculum vitae and resume. Curriculum vitae and resume. Curriculum vitae and resume. CV. And write that this is a marketing document. This is a marketing document that gives a summary, marketing document that gives a summary of a job seeker, of a job seeker's career history, job seeker's career history, academic qualifications, and explanations of their future potential. There are various formats. Of creating a CV, but the following contents should be included. One, name, address, and contacts. Name, address, and contacts. Number two, career objective. Number three, academic qualifications. Number four, experience. Number five is interests. Number six or seven, declarations. And the last one is referees. So we are saying when you're making a CV, there are very many formats that you can adapt. But whichever format you take, your CV should include at least these 8 things. It should tell us your name, address, and contact. It should tell us what is your career objective. What do you believe in? What are you passionate about? Where do you want to see yourself? It should tell us your academic qualifications. Where did you go to school? Right from primary, secondary, college, and any other. Your experience. How many years have you worked? Where? What did you do? What did you achieve? And so on. The experience that you have, I think I've mentioned that. The interest, what are your hobbies? Do you like traveling? Do you like interacting with people? All those kind of things. Declaration, you say that I declare that when I get this job, I'll be committed to this and this and this. So there should be that declaration statement. And then you should put what we call the referees. The referees are used in doing what we call the employee background checks. There are companies that are tasked with that. They call other persons to contact or to get more information. The next thing is tips for preparing impressive CVs. Tips for preparing impressive CVs. Number one, always put the essential things first. Always put the essential things first. Arrange the information within each item. Read information within each item with your career objective in mind. With your career objective in mind. Number 2, emphasize your skills. Emphasize your skills, accomplishments, and levels of responsibilities attained. And levels of responsibilities attained. Levels of responsibilities attained. Number 3, use reverse sequential order. Use reverse sequential order. That is, the most recent items should appear first. The most recent items should appear first. Number 4, ensure that the contents are completely accurate and honest. Ensure that the contents are completely accurate and honest. Pretty accurate and honest. Number 5, mention anything special that can add weight to your candidature. Mention anything special that can add weight to your candidature. Another one is use a clear font and a font size. Use a clear font and a font size that is easy to read. Clear font size that is easy to read. Another one. Do not exceed 2 or 3 pages. Do not exceed 2 or 3 pages. 2 or 3 pages. Another one is avoid abbreviations. Avoid abbreviations. So those are the tips when you want to do a good CV. Number 1, you highlight the essential things first. For example, if you are applying for a job of an accountant, talk about your skills about the accounting. What is relevant first? Then emphasize your skills, the achievements, mention anything special that you have achieved, and then give us what is more recent first. And then ensure that what you put on the CV is very complete and honest. I've been in very many interview rooms and I've found candidates who have given dishonest or incomplete information being put to task. And the moment an interviewer suspects that you are dishonest, you lose out. I've said you mention anything that is special, and make sure you use a font that can be clearly seen and understood, and avoid use of what? Abbreviations. Like now when you're saying I'm a CPA, what does CPA mean? we know it means certified public accountant. But there are other people who can use other you can also say connected person authority. You can coin whichever, anyone that has here a starting point P and A. You can say A very many things. So to avoid all those, don't use initials. First of all, give us the full names. Maybe in brackets, you can tell us it is what? CPA. Finally, assignment. Because assignment. Assignment. Write short notes about the following documents. Write short notes about the following documents used in business transactions. Used in business transactions. Letters of inquiry or letter of inquiry. Number 2 is catalog. Number 3 is quotation. Number 4 is purchase order. Purchase order. Number 5 is invoice. Number 6 is credit note. Number 7 is debit note. Number 8 is purchase invoice. Purchase invoice. Number 9 is petty cash voucher. Petty cash voucher. Number 10 is receipt. Now, this one, I've decided to give you an assignment because there are things that you already know, especially now that you're doing FA. FA iko na hizi. Na kama hamjasoma kwa FA, then you can Google what is a letter of inquiry, what is a catalog, what is a quotation, purchase order, invoice, credit, debit note, invoice, petty cash. Sikunasoma hizi vitu kwa FA. So that's why I decided to give them as an assignment so that we know that they are also applicable in our case. So we call it a day at that point. Thank you so much.